Well, moving along quickly, which was more than I can say they did for us on this program, Ricky Starks had an in-ring promo, and we've waited to hear him actually get a chance to speak without being interrupted, jumped on, cut off, whatever. And at first, I was a little worried because he started out, it was a little confusing. He was pouring himself into it. And it was a lot of emotion, but it was a little confusing because he was referencing multiple people and the confusing way that he's been turned on by everybody. But when he got focused on Powerhouse Hobbs, it got real good. And the facials and the emotion he had, and he was pissed about things and blah, blah, blah. The challenge for All Out, that was good, but he needed a better outline. In other words, he just said, so fight me at All Out. And then they started the music, and he just, If he had an outline, like fight me at All Out if you've got the guts, or some way to finish that sentence, it just was an abrupt cutoff. It seemed like he wasn't even really finished. And maybe they was running late, and they just had hit the music. But he shows personality. He shows passion and emotion and some oomph in this. He hadn't been doing it years and years and years, and they don't let him do it often, but he's got, again, tons of potential. What'd you think?
I think he's one of the most underutilized wrestlers in AEW, and that's saying something. And I apologize again for the noise, but he is a fantastic promo because you believe him. Even though you know he's working, you believe him. You believe he's this passionate. I wanted to see him and Hobbs. I'm glad Hobbs didn't run out there and destroy him at the end of it. It was a great promo. He should be on TV either talking or wrestling every single week in a prime segment, as opposed to just showing up to do a promo. Now we got to cross our fingers that he'll be used well next week. But Ricky Starks, and this is where him and Hobbs have everything in common, completely underutilized. When you see a Daniel Garcia, who I've liked more than you, but I don't think he's ready for the spot they're giving him right now. I think they're force-feeding him. I think when you look at a Wheeler Yuta and you look at the opportunities and the ways these guys have been used, and I guess we also have to reference that there are wrestlers who chose they wanted to work with these guys. You know, Moxley and Danielson and them wanted to do stuff with Wheeler Yuta. But with all that said, all that TV time should have been going to people like Starks and Hobbs who are ready right now and could do the promos and could do the match, and they can keep up with the guys who do, well, Ricky Starks can at least, keep up with the guys who do the stupid shit in the match, although every now and then you may break your neck. But they could also work matches without doing all that stupid shit. And Hobbs is still a project. He's still in development. He's still relatively new. But these two guys are two of the guys they should be focusing on. Because, I mean, what are we doing? Ricky Starks, this promo was great.
And see, that's the...
And the fans react to him.
Bryan Danielson wants to work with Daniel Garcia. Moxley wants to do what? But there's some times, and this is a perfect illustration, even if a guy's a great wrestling talent on his own, he doesn't have the best grip on what he should be doing to stay in that position. Or what other kind of talent should be elevated to a similar position. Sometimes they just, I like this guy, and boy, I got a soft spot for him, so I'll try to get him over. Ignoring the fact that it doesn't matter what you try to do, that particular individual at this particular time in his life ain't going to draw 15 cents in Chinese money. It's just, so anyway.
I just don't think, in Tony's mind, he's doing things the right way, but I think you need to treat this TV time like it's really valuable real estate more than they are right now. They fill up too much of this TV time with shit that's irrelevant, shit that doesn't matter, shit that's really not helpful right now, when there's stuff right in front of their face that's easy to do, that people are already interested in the people involved. You could hook people. But instead, you watch that show and you just hope that the favorite wrestler you saw a few weeks ago is A, on it, and B, used well. And Ricky Starks falls into that. I wish they used him a lot better. He's great.